Hi everyone, and welcome to the tutorial for our macrame rainbow design. Today I'm going to show you how to create this simple 3-colour rainbow just by using the basic square knot. So what you will need for this tutorial is your macrame cord in your chosen colours. Today I'm using the bobbiny single twist cord. I always use bobbiny, but the single twist is, in my opinion, better for this project because it gives a really nice fringe at the end. So I'm using the single twist 3mm cord for my 3 colours. And today I've got dusty pink, I've got baby pink, and I've got natural. Okay, so those are my 3 colours for my rainbow in the 3mm single twist. Now, running through each row, we have got a holding cord, which is the single twist 5mm. So I've got the golden natural for my rainbow today, which has just got a strand of gold running through the natural fibres, and you're going to need 3 lengths of the 5mm cord that are 50 centimetres. Okay, so 3 5mm cords that are 50 centimetres, and I've got my 3 3mm cords in my chosen colours. I'll go through the lengths you need as we go along with this. You will also need a good sharp pair of scissors. You will need a ruler, and then when we get to the end you will need either a glue gun or some fabric glue or some super glue to stick the rows together. You will also need a comb just to comb out the fringe, or a pet brush. Okay, so you get everything you need ready and we'll make a start. Okay, so for my first row I've now got my 32 square knots. I've got plenty left at the end, okay, but don't worry because we'll be able to trim this as a fringe, and to be honest it's always better to have a bit too much than not enough. Okay, so I'm just going to put that to the side for now, and now I'm going to get ready to do my middle layer with the baby pink. So one of my 50 centimetre lengths of the thicker 5mm cord again, and this time I've got 2 lengths of the baby pink, but this time they are 1.25 metres, so 125 centimetres, 1.25 metres, and just as before I'm going to pin those in place. Okay, that's leaving enough for my fringe. Okay, so I'm going to do the same this time. I'm going to leave that, so I've got more than enough, but as I say I can trim it, but I've got more than enough cord there, and I'm going to make my first square knot in line with the first square knot of my first row. Okay, so I'm going to go up to the pins this time. Careful you don't get your cords muddled up. So there's half the first square knot and the complete square knot. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, because this is going to be the middle row, we don't need as many knots. Okay, so for this row we are going to make 28 square knots. So if I just do another one, okay, and then pull it to meet the other one. Okay, and then as before we're going to continue down here until we've got 28. So if you do that, and I'll meet you when we're done. Okay, so now we have got our 2 rows for our rainbow, the outer layer and the middle layer. So now we're going to make the final layer, which is the natural. So I'm going to move those out of the way. I'm going to get my third 50cm cord, which is the 5mm. And I'm going to, in fact, I'm going to leave that gap. Sun's come out. I'm going to put that down there, and then either side I've got 2 cords of the natural 3mm, and these are 1 metre in length. Okay, so 1 metre in length. Put those there. Okay, so I've got my fringe at the end, and this time I'm going to make 20 square knots. So you've got the idea by now. Let me just make the first one. Put it all the way through. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to carry on and make 20 square knots. Okay, so we've now got all 3 rows for our rainbow, and what we're going to do now is we're going to join them together. So I'm going to unpin all of the rows. I've got an extra bit of the dusty pink, the outer layer. It's about 12-15 centimetres that I'm just going to make a loop with. I'll show you what I mean. So I've got my outer layer. Now I've got my middle layer, and what I want to do is I want to put them together so that the ends of the rainbow are near enough together. Okay, and then I'm going to get the third layer. Okay, and make sure that you're happy that they're all together. Okay, I'm just going to pull that bit a bit tighter, and there we go. Now these end bits I'm just going to leave for now. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to glue these together. I'm going to use a glue gun, but if you've got fabric glue or super glue, you can use that as well. But what I am going to do is I'm just going to flip this to the back, because any bits of glue I don't really want to see. Okay, so I've flipped it to the back. And now I'm just simply going to put a little bit of glue and then hold it against the pink. You've probably got your own way of doing this, but I'm just going to do a bit at a time. I don't want to use too much glue, but I obviously want it to hold. It's beginning to rain here. Okay, so there's that first row done. Just going to hold that together. I just use a glue gun because it's quicker, in all honesty. And then I'm going to do the same with the outer layer. Just push my glue stick in a bit. There we go. Bit of glue. Probably a bit too much on that one, but that's why I do it on the back, because if you can see if any's exposed, then it's on the back when you're hanging it up. Put it there, and then a bit at the very end. There we go. So I'm just going to hold that for a few seconds. Okay, and then this extra bit that I got to make a hook, again, I'm just going to pop it on the back so that it's not visible. Okay, and I'm just going to put a little blob of glue on the outer layer, and there we go. I'm going to be quick, and then just going to hold that down. So that sticks, and leave it to dry, cool, just for a few seconds. If you haven't got a glue gun, the one that I'm using is great from Hobbycraft. It's only cost about £5 and it's an absolute time saver. Right, and there we go. So now, turn it over to the front, so you can't see where it's been joined. And now we're going to brush out the ends of our rainbow. Okay, so I've finished combing it out, and like I said, I'm just using a pet brush, if you've got one, or a comb will do. Okay, and then all that's left for you to decide is how long you want your fringe to be on your rainbow, and if you want it to be completely straight, or if you want it to just be left at different lengths. What I tend to do is just get my scissors, and this is where good sharp scissors comes in handy. I think the rain's coming back. Okay, and I want to make sure they're even, so I'll probably need to trim that a bit more. But what you can do is, if you do want perfectly straight ends of your rainbow, the best thing to do is just get a piece of masking tape, put some masking tape over the top and then decide where you want it to cut it, and then when you're happy just take the masking tape off and you will have a straight edge to your fringe. Okay, so again, you can, these are still not quite even, but you can mess about and play around with that until it's how you would like it to be. Okay, so I think I'm just going to even up there. Get rid of any bits of fluff. And what I like about this one is the golden natural that was running through the holding cord. You can actually see the little specks of gold, the little strands of gold running through the fringe of the rainbow. Ooh. Okay, so there you go. That is how to make a simple macrame rainbow. If you've enjoyed that tutorial, please give us a thumbs up and click subscribe, because the more you click subscribe, the more tutorials I'll be able to do and get to you. And happy crafting. I'm going to carry on fiddling with this. I think nearly there, and I'll see you soon. Okay.